Hello, Scorpio. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. I hope this reading finds you happy, well, and in an attitude of blissfully beautiful gratitude. So this is your July 2023 tarot forecast. We are going to be using the Energy Oracle as always, jumping into the Crow Tarot and the Spellcasting Oracle. So let's see, Scorpio, what July 2023 has in store for you. We have rest and rejuvenation and door to romance. So, some people struggle with finding love. Some people struggle with finding romance. And here's what Spirit wants you to know. Open your heart and allow it to come to you. Rest a little bit. Rejuvenate a little bit. Get on your game. Don't chase. Don't hunt. Don't seek. Allow love to come to you as you're in this moment of rest and rejuvenation, recuperation, manifestation, visualization. Use it all to manifest the love that you desire. Open the door to your heart to love, darling. Okay, let us see. Scorpio. Okay, so there are so many opportunities for you. Contractual agreements, and a little bit of jealousy or envy coming from other people. This card for the month of July has showed up quite a bit for a few different signs. And I guess, there are a lot of people coming into their own manifestation and their own fruition for all the work that they've been doing. They finally get it. Light bulbs are going off. People are recognizing and realizing that their path, their life, all of it are in their own hands. All they have to do is be open to receiving, releasing the need to try to have so much control over everything, releasing the need to evaluate the past all the time, be in the present moment, look for the opportunities and possibilities, and move forward and go with the flow, and stop being so concerned about the what's, ifs, ands, buts, whys, and stop being so concerned about the envious people, because it has nothing to do with you. This is all about them. I mean, look, all they have to do is step out into the sun and they can find what their piece of the pie is, but they refuse to even look in that direction. They would rather be envious and dark-hearted than they would to step out into the light and manifest their own opportunities. So, Spirit wants you to know that you have tons of opportunities and possibilities there. Some may have you signing contracts or meeting with lawyers and attorneys, having faith in the judicial system, having faith in the contractual agreements that you sign. We have the scales of justice being balanced here. So if you're in any type of legal situation, it's working in your favor. The white that she's wearing talks about peace. We have stability and balance on either side of her. We have books. So this is a lot of learning. This is educating yourself. This is just having faith in not only the judicial system, spirit source, but yourself as well. And there are a lot of opportunities around you that give you, there are a lot of possibilities around you that give you the opportunity to do this, to step into a time of balance and stability, to step into a time of peace and knowing, to step into a time of having blind faith and balancing a few things out in your life, to step into a time of educating yourself when it comes to signing contracts, reading the fine print, having other people read the fine print. And I think that you come into such abundance with the path that you're on and what you're doing here is that the person who may be on the other side of this legal situation may be the one that's kind of envious that you may have been doing your homework the whole time. They thought they had it in the bag. You do have it in the bag because you have been working and looking at those other opportunities and possibilities and searching for stability and balance and finding it and finding the truth and finding the way to balance those karmic scales or balance those scales of justice. So you have been doing all of your work here, which comes to a wonderful, profitable ending. And then we have the person over there that's kind of envious over everything else. So let's see where the Crow Tarot takes us. So the Crow Tarot takes us at the Ace of Pentacles, which is a financial opportunity for you. Both of these are stability and balance, just like the two columns on the side of the contract card. Stability, and balance. So we have the key to wisdom here. We have manifestation. We have connection to spirit and source. We have abundance. We have prosperity. We have the sun shining. We have great passion here, looking toward the future. Both cards looking toward the future. So I kind of feel that you're well on your way to winning something, receiving something, or achieving something. But first, we must walk away from something. Walking away from something that isn't conducive to your emotional stability. Walking away from something that you may have invested too much walking away, let me slow down. Walking away from something that you might have invested too much emotionally in, but haven't received anything back. Right? So you give and you give and you give, and your intuition is reading like, look, I've given this all I've been able to. I can no longer in good conscience continue to give myself emotionally to this situation and not receive anything in return. There are tons of other opportunities and possibilities out there for me, and I think it's time that I go find those. And you step out from the darkness into the sun, and oh, what a pretty vision it is. You're passionate, you're at peace, you're connected. And the sun, the traditional, I think the tarot card of the sun is this little child on this horse's back, and just like no cares in the world. And I remember when we were children and we thought that everything was possible until someone told us no, or we couldn't, or we can't, right? So get back to that childlike mentality again, to where you think everything is achievable, everything is possible. Because in Spirit's way, it kind of is. So you have the King of Wands coming through, a very fiery, passionate, loving energy, strength and courage and balance and stability, the recognition that this King of Wands gives that we are all universally connected, that everything that each one of us does affects the other one in some way. 2 degrees of separation, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever, but it does, especially if we are intimately or professionally or just in general connected with some other person. Everything that we do has an effect on somebody else eventually. And I think the King of Wands recognizes that and understands that. And I like how the Sun and the King of Wands is moving forward, looking forward. So this could be someone that you're meeting, someone older, someone wiser, someone who's very much connected to you in the spiritual sense, someone who brings passion and growth and beauty into your life. And I think that is beautiful when we're walking away from something that we've invested too much of ourselves into, to have someone come in and bring this beautiful light and passion. I think that is such a beautiful thing. Oof, the World, yes please. So there is this shift, there's this change, there's this ending of a chapter and the beginning of something very wonderful and very pleasurable indeed. And I like how the King of Wands is looking at the world. And I think the two of them know that there is about to be this wonderful change, a change in emotion, a change in strength, a change in courage, a change in sustainability, a change in fortune, a change in success. So you're well on your way, I kind of feel, Scorpio, to manifesting something absolutely perfect for the path that you are on at this moment. Look, it's the Fool. The Fool says, yes, Mary Elizabeth, you're absolutely correct. And I love how the Fool card is here balancing himself on that log and being very, very patient about it. Because I think the Fool understands that when we walk away from something that has been a part of our lives for so very long, that it takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of time to be able to move away from this situation into this next chapter without the feeling of loss, right? So we have the Five of Cups here, which is this feeling of loss. Now, even though we are on this new chapter and doors are opening and opportunities are being set before us, when we have been with something or someone for so long and we have no other choice but to walk away from that, there is this feeling of loss. But the upside to that feeling of loss is the Hermit. And the Hermit kind of shines the light on our path and allows us to go within comfortably and sit with ourselves and evaluate where we are and reevaluate where we are, and to be able to make the decisions that we need to make, the decisions that we need to make to better physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally our situation, but also to better to illuminate the path that we are on, to illuminate the path that we are on that guides us to the life that we desire to manifest, right? So when you recognize that there are other opportunities and possibilities around you, but you also recognize that you have to let something go in order to step into that, you acquiesce to that request. That's exactly what you do. And this could mean you signing contracts, releasing yourself from a contract, having faith in the judicial system, having faith in spirit and source. And that is exactly what you do, because we have the Sun card and we have the World card. But sometimes we take a moment to recognize that for every new beginning, there's something that we have to leave behind. And if we were emotionally connected to that, right? But the Hermit is here to kind of show you that what you had to leave behind was the best course of action for your future, right? And then we have the Tower, and the Tower kind of shows us why this Eight of Cups had to happen, right? Because we were attempting to build onto something that wasn't emotionally stable. We were trying to build a life around something or on something that wasn't emotionally stable, that wasn't helping us balance anything or bring stability to anything. It was you giving and giving and giving and somebody else taking. And I think when you realized that, you were able to move forward, but you didn't heal from the walking away from the relationship or situation that you were in here. And that's why we come down to the Tower, right? So the Tower shows us that yes, walking away was in your best interest. And yes, there were some building materials that were used in the building of this relationship or situation that were not good. So we have to replace those, right? Perhaps maybe you were lied to and deceived and hurt, but the tens are always transitions into something better. So you're moving past that. You're understanding that the Tower is trying to show you that there is no way that your life, Justice card again, that there is no way that your life could have been sustainable by continuing to try to build off of that Eight of Cups energy. There's no way. So you face the reality. When one door closes, another door opens, and we face the reality that this is truly over. It is truly done. And even though you've done a lot of growing and moving forward in the interim between the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups, there's still that sadness, there's still that heartbreak, there's still that heartache, there's still that acknowledgement that we have to put forward that that relationship or situation wasn't in the best interest for us, and we have to move away from that. And the Ten of Swords is moving beyond that, is transitioning beyond that. And then we have the Justice again, like the contract card, having blind faith in spirit, source, having blind faith in self, recognizing and realizing that you have the power to make this happen, that you have the power to release and let go, that you have the power to bring balance to your life as a whole. And by releasing and letting go and recognizing the messages from spirit, as spirit shows you that whatever this was, it was never going to be a solid foundation. It was never going to be stable. It was never going to bring you the abundance and prosperity you were looking for, which is why you had to walk away from it and find something to fill those cups, to find something to fill that void. The passion, to find the strength, to find the creativity, to find the newness, to find the courage, to find the creativity, right? And I think sometimes when we're in the middle of this journey, it all comes to a head and we have to grieve. We have to grieve, but we also have to recognize that it was for the best, that that you do what you did. And this is not the deck I'm supposed to be using at the moment, but we're going to keep the appreciation card because you deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to be recognized and appreciated for the steps that you have taken to walk away from what you knew did not serve a purpose in your life. And now you're well on your way to manifestation. Now you're well on your way to creating something of substance. Now you're well on your way to using the power within to create this time of fertility, this time of manifestation, this time of beauty, this time of power, this time of recognition, a time of appreciation. And we have a full moon. I think it's when is the full moon in July? I could guess or I could look it up. Give me 1 second to look it up. We have a full moon July the 3rd. I was going to say July the 3rd. We have a full moon coming in July the 3rd. So you can use that full moon from July the 3rd to manifest what it is that you're trying to create in your life. The fertility, the beauty, the appreciation, the recognition, the opportunities, the abundance, the stability, the next opportunity. You can get into hermit mode while you're going through this full moon energy and allow the hermit to show you what is along this path. The hermit while you're in hermit mode, while you're in the mode of while you're in this, what's the word? While you're in this hermit mode of retrospection, thinking about what you've been able to let go and what you've been able to do, allow Spirit to show you what it is that you have to look forward to and have the willpower to walk that path with balance and with stability and with love and beauty and fertility and appreciation for self, right? We all want others to see us, to recognize us, to appreciate us, right? But it first starts with you. It first starts with you. The moment that you see yourself as fertile, as beautiful, as powerful, the moment you see yourself in the eyes of appreciation, the moment you show yourself love, the moment you offer yourself peace and quietness, the moment you allow yourself to take a step back and reevaluate your situation and where you're coming from and where you are and where you're going. The moment that you allow yourself to do that is the moment that all of these things will start manifesting in your life. So give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to look at these other opportunities. Give yourself some time to listen, tap into that intuition. Give yourself some time to heal when you walk away from this Eight of Cups energy. Give yourself time to find what you need, what type of investment you need to fill up those cups or take the place of those cups. Something passionate, something you're passionate about, something that you're creative about, something that you can put your own stamp on, something that you can be your true self about. Right? So I hope that helps, Scorpio. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this for you today. Have a great and wonderful month of July. Talk soon.